the source? You like online only now, or is it paper? You still paper?
We're in print.
Damn it, okay.
Yeah, I actually do the graffiti page in the print issues.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like that guy like Benzino shit?
Yeah, I don't even want to even get into that. I wasn't there. I wasn't there at that point. So
that's some old.
I'm gonna smoke a cigarette here.
Me too.
What are you gonna tell me to do?
They tell you to put it out.
Exactly. That's the most they can say. So, how did you get hooked up with the whole Hennessy?
Well, you know, last year they worked with Cause.
Yeah.
He had his bottle out. So even like before his bottle came out, we had heard about it. You know, the underground. Like, oh wow, Hennessy branded with Cause. He's doing a bottle. And I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, cool. I mean, maybe they'll give me a call. Looking back, I'm glad I wasn't maybe the first artist out the box with this, because, you know, you always rather, you know, not be the first one and let them work out the bugs or whatever. But, yeah, I mean, I heard about it. I was very honored, I guess, obviously. And personally, you know, it was not that Graph is a battle or that we're competitive, but we are. So I was like, well, maybe, you know, I can do as good as or possibly better than previous. So there was two things, you know, come up with something interesting for the bottle, and second part, battle the previous one, and hopefully, you know, mine, you know, there'll be that whole like, you know, which is better, and you know, well, it's not my opinion as to what the answer is. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it was 2010. I heard about Henny doing this, and it's crazy because Absolute Vodka had been doing this for years.
Yeah, Andre, I think they did.
Yeah, Andre, Lee, Quinones.
Right.
Back in the 80s, Keith Haring. I mean, you know, so the Liquor Art Association is not necessarily new, but I was shocked and almost like, you know, yeah, good for Henny to do that, because you know, you only imagine the economics, you know, it sounds like it's lucrative.
Yeah.
So why shouldn't they reinvest perhaps in a genre like ours, you know?
I mean, we drink enough, right?
We
so.
do. And Biggie and Tupac died before they ever got a check, so why not, you know? Which is kind of amazing how the brand gets put on like that in a very real way. Yet these guys benefit from that, having not done any investment into the promotion of it. It was simply just heads talking about real life and what they happen to be exposed to. Wind up being a coup for the brand.
Yeah.
You know, for sure.
For sure, because I mean, I know the Cause one went, like, people that sold out in yours, I could barely find in liquor stores anymore, so.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think.
I'm glad I was able to get one.
What Rodney had mentioned earlier was that at least in this quote-unquote urban market, there's an enormous crossover within it of people with a lot of diversities who, you know, I mean, today, 20 years ago, you would never seen a black kid skating into the projects.
Sure.
Today you do. And it's dope as fuck, because you're like, damn, look at how everything kind of has shifted. You know, it ain't like some white boy shit anymore. It's like, no, it's cool boy shit. And so, you know, everything, and maybe props to them to be clever enough to kind of have a pulse of what's kind of going on. I mean, I told a funny story the other day about working in Japan in the 90s. First one out there, got access to mad shit. Came back with a dope North Face jacket, little bomber, little goose down. Tried to hook Timmy up with it. He's like, yo, I need a bear jacket. I can't rock this. I need a bear jacket. Do you remember Bear?
Yeah, that's
okay, you know what I'm talking about.
I had a bear, yeah, I know.
Like, now if you had a bear, it'd be like, yo,
no.
Can you get him on Claire North?
Of course, but that's what I'm saying. This is like the shift of social in-hood status.
Scratchers and
Oh my God, it was crazy. And I was like, oh, really? Like, I just, you know, I didn't say it, but I just bet like $5 bills for a joke. I was like, oh, you need a 99 bear jacket from Oyster Street? Let's do this. So it was like kind of funny. So, you know, things have changed, you know, and people understand now what's up and not, you know, it's not like a bad look.
Yeah.
So I think coming out of all of this and and having a chance to put my, influence into this project, it's going to be a good thing for everyone. For all parties concerned, we're all going to win.
Right. Cool, man. So I checked out your solo show. Awesome show, by the way. I was at the opening. I actually gave you one of my stickers at night.
Wait, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I gave you one of my stickers.
Thank you. Oh, shit.
Yeah. I just want to say congrats.
But mind you, there was a lot of people there that night.
It was insane.
It was, right?
It was insane.
It was, thank you.
Yeah.
Dude, there's quite a few heads, and I had trouble even remembering who the fuck I saw. Not to mention I got wrecked, but the next day, I saw mad photos of people that had posted. I was like, oh
Did
my
you see
God.
Cool Keith and the captain's
Cool
getup?
Keith was my favorite dude, though.
Dude,
Like,
I had been on.
You guys are almost, you guys could go out right now.
No, right now he can have his captain's cap. I'll be his first mate.
Be the first mate.
But that week, I was on that record. It's called Test Shit by Cool Keith.
Okay.
TESS shit, Test Shit. It's a minute, maybe a 2-minute ramble. It's just totally obscure Keith record.
Totally Keith.
And I was just on there. I was making those paintings. I actually worked in that space.
I was wondering that. Did you actually paint in this space? I saw the paint on the floor, and I was like, did he paint here?
Yeah, yes he did.
Okay.
Yes he did, because I had that space for like 3 weeks before the opening. Install, let's do this. And I worked on a lot of paintings in that space. And in that week that I was working, I was rocking that Test Shit. And I had Test Shit on play again. Like not shuffle.
Right.
And that shit played about 30 times.
Yo.
Okay?
30 Cool Keith
direct
songs in a row.
No, the same one. The same one on some direction. And who shows up at Cool Keith? My mind was blown. I mean, celebrities, blah, 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 this and that, but I was fully moved because in the 90s when he was part of Mowax and the whole Octagon thing.
Yeah, Dr. Octagon, favorite album.
Ultramagnetic, that people don't even fucking know about Ultramagnetic. I mean, I was psyched, I was really psyched. And yeah, Luis Guzman, that's my boy Louis. Got to chill with Louis. A couple of people were there. But Cool Keith, that was the come up for me.
His outfit was the come up. That alone.
So I mean, street art is like the big thing now. Everybody's like
kind of
into street art. I mean, I'm street art myself. What do you feel about street art being like this big popular like movement now?
Well, I mean, I think once again, I think there's a lot of attention being given to that right now. That whole movement internationally. There's so many artists moving around the planet, painting murals everywhere. I think it's a good thing right now. And I think someone like me, kind of like, back, let's get this guy back in the mix. And having a show like I did, which I felt was very solid. I mean, forget what you say about, a Henny bottle or a Nike shoe or whatever. Those paintings, some of those paintings are pretty dope. So at least I'm still here as a painter, as that guy from the 80s. And I think my success, their success, Shepard, Banksy, Roa, Osgemios, I mean, Smooth, who do you want to name? Hellbent. There's so many people. I'm just grateful to be amongst, a kind of dope movement in the world right now. And, I do my little ambassadorship always, like I rep New York, I rep my genre, I rep my demographic.
Don't pull it.
But I mean, I'm fully, at the same time, I'm a fan. I'll say one thing, if you check out my Flickr site.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, Royce Bannon, so I follow.
Wait, you're Roy?
I'm Royce.
Wait a minute, you're Royce?
Yes, I'm Royce Bannon.
Daddy.
Wait a minute, you're fucking Royce?
Yeah, man.
You're R.W.
R-O-W-R-O-Y-C-E.
Robots Will Kill?
Oh, those are my homies, yeah.
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 No, Royce, I know your work.
Yeah, man. The monsters, the guys.
Yeah.
Archers, yeah, that's me.
Merci.
Oh, what an honor, homie.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Thank you,
No,
man.
wait.
I gave you.
Sweet. So who's your, of course you did. So who's your man? Like Matt Siren?
Matt Siren, I wrote Siren.
That's your boy with Matt, right?
Yeah.
Matt is your boy?
That's my homie,
Wow,
yeah.
I've known Matt.
This is Royce.
Well, Dad, I'm sorry.
That's all good.
I know, I mean, that's his fault.
I need a drink.
I know, no, Dad. No, Dad. Chill. It's only fucking 2:30. But I do know Matt. I've known him for like a long time.
Yeah.
No, Matt's part of like Joe's crew.
Well, and like him and Wangy used to put up stickers, and like he might even know Wangy. Like that's crazy. Because
He probably
Wangy
does
used to
know
do that.
Wangy.
I might, I don't know. Siren's in Toronto now,
Do you
putting
know
up her
this girl?
tags.
Like, what was her name? Wendy's friend, Jen. Her good friend that came to like the W thing.
Yeah.
Jen, is it? This like half like Chinese girl, Jen.
Jen.
They would
Phallic
do these,
memory?
Like, kind of like
Phallic memory?
Yes, that.
Yeah, I know her.
There you go.
Yeah, I know Jen.
There you go. Small
Right.
world.
Yeah.
Phallic
Yeah.
memories.
Yeah, because my girlfriend now is this girl named Wangy, who used to be friends with all those kids, like went to school with everybody,
Oh, nice.
like FIT'd out or whatever.
No,
Small world.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
It's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna. All right, so I gotta wrap this up.
So
man.
wait, but you know who's my other man is, who's that kid, Noel?